Hey guys, I always ask myself whether I should buy myself an impact wrench. Now I found this relatively cheap alternative from Juemel and gave it a shot. Just to be clear, this is not a sponsored video of any kind, this is my point of view. What you get in the box is obviously the wrench, battery and charger. Then there you get 4 sockets, 17mm, 19, 20 and 22mm. With them you get these security guards, I will explain them later. What you also get is this kind of hook and the bolts to bolt it on to the wrench. It's interesting that you also get magnetic bits for a Phillips and flat screwdriver. What you get is these fancy things to carry the wrench around. The reason I don't like this hook is because it doesn't fit well into the box. There is like this little gap then. Now, how to safely put the socket onto the wrench is first remove the battery, place it aside. For 2 larger sockets you have this wire ring and slightly bigger rod. For the 2 smaller ones you have this rubber ring. Put O-ring on the socket, now the socket on the wrench, and put this rod through. And finally place the rubber over so that the rod doesn't fall out. Simple as that. Return the battery. Here we go. To explain the basics, with the button here on the 2 sides, you can either choose clockwise or anti-clockwise rotation. It's for tightening or untightening the bolts, obviously, right? Then you can adjust the speed with this trigger. Slow, faster, faster, faster. In addition to this, here I have a couple of settings, but these settings depend on whether you tight or untight the bolt. So if you have the position for the clockwise rotation, you can adjust the speed. Note that the low and high speed can be changed. Now if we press anti-clockwise rotation, we can set or unset the brake stop. This means that if the brake stop is on, rotation will stop after few tries, you can see. So if we unset this, it will go all the time. Well, first impression is that this front part is a little bit wobbly. Second, power settings are not the most intuitive stuff, but it is very nice to have that. One of the big advantages of this tool is that you can fit any 1/2 inch socket on this head, but you can also fit tips like that. They can be Torx, Phillips, whatever heads. For example, any of the regular sockets fit on just like that, or any of the small tips also fit on. Perfect. But now finally the real question comes, should I buy it? Is it worth buying it? Does it do what it's intended to do? And how much trouble and time will it save me actually? I think the most honest test is if we torque down the wheels to 120 Newton meters, and then let's see how much time I need to remove a bolt with this guy and a bolt with this guy. So what do you think, guys? Let me know in the comment section below. Here are the numbers. I needed 15 seconds for a single bolt manually, and it took 10 seconds for a single bolt with this Juemel impact wrench. Now let me do a few more tests. Let's see how this thing works. 40 Newton meters. 60 Newton meters. 80 Newton meters. 100 Newton meters. Well, what do you say? I'm not too much impressed, but it does the job done. Tests speak for themselves. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you next time.